I don't watch the draw. I know that I'm gonna play Eala. I saw a little bit the last game.
Alex Eala has captured the attention of the tennis world with a fearless Wimbledon campaign that few saw coming. After pulling off one of the tournament's biggest upsets, the young Filipina now faces her next major challenge against Italy's Jasmine Paolini, a seasoned competitor who has quietly powered into the second week through experience, resilience, and consistency. With both players carrying confidence and momentum onto the famous grass courts, the stage is set for a fascinating showdown. But before they battle for a place in the next round, let's take a look at the remarkable journey that brought each of them to this moment. Welcome back to Court Vision Media, the only place on the internet where tennis royalty meets raw, unfiltered emotion. If you haven't subscribed yet, you are missing the biggest scoops in the sport. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and tell your friends that this is the new home of tennis exclusives. Jasmine Paolini arrived at Wimbledon carrying expectations after establishing herself among the elite players on the WTA Tour. Her campaign, however, did not begin the way many expected. In the opening round, she found herself completely overwhelmed during the first set against Robin Montgomery, losing it 6-0. Many fans watching believed the Italian was heading for an embarrassing first-round exit. But champions don't panic. Instead of letting frustration consume her, Paolini completely changed the momentum. She rediscovered her rhythm, fought back point after point, and completed a remarkable comeback by winning the next two sets 6-4 and 7-5. It wasn't pretty, but it showed something every dangerous player possesses, the ability to survive when everything seems to be falling apart. Her confidence continued to grow in the second round. Against Victorija Golubic, Paolini once again had to work hard, especially during a tense opening set tiebreak. She stayed composed under pressure, captured the tiebreak convincingly, and eventually sealed the match in straight sets. By then, it was obvious that the Italian had found her rhythm on grass. Every match was sharpening her movement, her timing, and her confidence. Then came her third-round meeting with Maria Sakkari. Unlike her earlier battles, this one was almost flawless. Paolini dominated from the very first game, attacking with precision, moving effortlessly around the court, and giving Sakkari almost no opportunity to build momentum. The scoreboard read 6-1, 6-2 after just over an hour of play. It was arguably one of her cleanest performances of the season and sent a clear warning to everyone remaining in the draw. Jasmine Paolini had arrived in serious form. But while Paolini's run has been impressive, nothing compares to what Alex Eala has accomplished over the past few days. The young Filipina entered Wimbledon with confidence after an excellent grass court season, but very few believed she could become one of the biggest stories of the championships. She began quietly enough, defeating Renata Zarazua in straight sets. It was a professional performance that showcased her aggressive baseline game and growing maturity. Yet it was only a glimpse of what was about to come. The second round presented a much tougher challenge. Maya Joint came out firing, taking the opening set and threatening to send Eala home. For many young players, losing the first set at Wimbledon can trigger panic. Alex Eala did the exact opposite. She elevated her level dramatically. Her ground strokes became heavier. Her movement became faster. Her confidence never wavered. She stormed back to win the second set before completely overwhelming her opponent in the deciding set, producing a dominant finish that reminded everyone why so many tennis experts have called her one of the brightest young talents in the sport. Still, almost no one was prepared for what happened next. Waiting in the third round was defending Wimbledon champion Iga Swiatek, one of the most accomplished players in women's tennis and a multiple Grand Slam champion. The odds overwhelmingly favored the Polish superstar. Center court expected another routine victory for the defending champion. Instead, history unfolded before the eyes of the tennis world. From the opening exchanges, Eala refused to show even the slightest sign of intimidation. She matched Swiatek shot for shot, attacking with fearless confidence while staying remarkably calm under immense pressure. The first set became a thrilling battle that lasted well over an hour. Every point seemed more dramatic than the last, with momentum swinging constantly between both players. Twice, it appeared Swiatek might escape with the set. Twice, Eala refused to surrender. When the tiebreak arrived, the tension inside center court reached another level. Point after point, both players produced spectacular tennis. But when it mattered most, it was the young Filipina who found the answers. She edged the marathon tiebreak 11-9, sending a wave of disbelief through the stadium. Winning the first set against the defending champion was already extraordinary. What happened next made it unforgettable. Rather than relaxing after taking the lead, Eala became even more aggressive. She immediately broke Swiatek's serve, then broke again, racing to a commanding advantage. Every powerful forehand landed with purpose. Every return piled pressure onto the defending champion. Swiatek, usually known for her composure, struggled to find answers against the relentless pace coming from the other side of the net. The scoreboard slowly began telling a story few could have imagined. The defending champion was being completely outplayed. As the final games approached, the crowd realized they were witnessing one of the biggest upsets of the tournament. Even Swiatek's attempts to fight back couldn't stop the momentum that Eala had built. On her third match point, the impossible became reality. Alex Eala had defeated the defending Wimbledon champion 7-6, 6-2. Center court erupted. For the Philippines, it was a moment of enormous pride. For Wimbledon, it marked the arrival of a brand new star. And for Alex Eala herself, it became the biggest victory of her young career and the deepest Grand Slam run she had ever achieved. The emotional celebration afterward reflected years of sacrifice, countless hours on the practice court, and the belief that she truly belonged among the world's best. Yet the story doesn't end there. Standing between Eala and her dream of a Wimbledon quarterfinal is a player she already knows very well. Jasmine Paolini. And here's where this story becomes even more fascinating. Earlier this season, these two players met for the very first time at the Dubai Championships. Most people expected the higher-ranked Paolini to advance comfortably. Instead, Alex Eala produced another statement victory, defeating the Italian 6-1, 7-6 in a performance that showcased her fearless attacking style and her ability to compete against the very best. That victory gave Eala a 1-0 advantage in their head-to-head series and proved that she already possesses the weapons needed to challenge one of the most consistent players on the WTA Tour. But Wimbledon is a completely different stage. The stakes are higher. The pressure is greater. And this time, both players are playing some of the best tennis of their careers. The beauty of tennis is that every match tells a new story. Rankings, past results, and momentum only matter until the first ball is struck. That's what makes this Wimbledon clash between Alex Eala and Jasmine Paolini so exciting. Although Eala defeated Paolini earlier this year in Dubai, Wimbledon offers a completely different challenge. For Alex Eala, this is more than just another fourth-round match. Over the past few months, she has transformed from a promising young talent into one of the biggest stories in women's tennis. After stunning top players, including defending champion Iga Swiatek, she has proven she belongs among the elite. A major reason for Eala's rise is her fearless approach. Unlike many young players who hesitate against established stars, she attacks from the opening point, trusts her powerful ground strokes, and refuses to be intimidated. Against Swiatek, she stepped up on the biggest points, controlled rallies, and showed the confidence of a seasoned champion. But Jasmine Paolini presents a very different test. Rather than overpowering opponents, Paolini relies on speed, consistency, and smart shot selection. One of the quickest players on tour, she can turn defense into offense in an instant and has the experience of reaching the Wimbledon final in 2024. That Grand Slam experience gives her an important advantage when the pressure rises. Still, momentum is firmly on Eala's side. She has won 11 grass court matches this summer, improving her movement, serve, and aggressive returns while keeping unforced errors low. Her confidence has grown with every victory, making her one of the hottest players remaining in the tournament. The psychological battle will also be fascinating. Paolini will remember losing to Eala in Dubai and will arrive with tactical adjustments. Meanwhile, Eala carries the confidence of knowing she has already beaten the Italian before, a mental edge that could prove crucial if the match becomes tight. Grass rewards players who attack early and make quick decisions. If Eala can dominate with her forehand, pressure Paolini's second serve, and continue serving well, she can control the match. But if Paolini extends rallies, absorbs Eala's power, and forces longer exchanges, her experience could gradually shift the momentum. That's why this matchup is so compelling. It's not just youth versus experience or power versus consistency, it's two informed players full of confidence, both believing they can keep their Wimbledon dream alive. For Eala, another win would further cement her breakout season, strengthen her growing legacy, and inspire millions of fans in the Philippines. For Paolini, victory would remind the tennis world why she remains one of the WTA Tour's toughest competitors and a serious Wimbledon contender. When they step onto the grass at the All England Club, rankings and predictions will no longer matter. Only execution, courage, and composure under pressure. One player will move one step closer to Wimbledon glory. The other will see an unforgettable run come to an end. Now it's your turn. Who do you think will win, Alex Eala or Jasmine Paolini? Share your prediction in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more tennis news, match analysis, and exclusive Wimbledon coverage. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.